Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all!
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now. Go beyond with Smart, the country's fastest and best mobile network. With unlimited 5G data for 12 months. Unlimited text and calls for both mobile and landline. And unlimited Netflix mobile on us. All with Smart Postpaid's powerful SIM-only plan starting at $999. Get it on eSIM online, anytime, anywhere. Switch now and keep your number. Get the power to go beyond, only with Smart Postpaid.
And welcome to the first ever Pinoyliga Women's Cup Championship game. This is the second matchup in our double header. We just saw the FEU Lady Tamaraws pull away with a third place victory. Today we have an exciting matchup between the Gilas Pilipinas women's basketball team going head-to-head against the Army ALTAMA in a battle between the national representatives. Is it going to be domination or is it going to be giant slaying? In the previous matchup during the regular season, the Army ALTAMA fell to the Gilas Pilipinas women's basketball team 69-56. But now that we're in this championship game, the Army ALTAMA have found their rhythm. So let's see who will prevail in today's championship game. In the last game versus the Enderun College Lady Titans, The Army ALTAMA won 78-49 as Natalie Prado, or shall I say Private Natalie Prado, leading the way with 19 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. Corporal Marilord Borja also contributing 8 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists, and 3 steals. On the other side of things, for the Gilas Pilipinas women's basketball team, they beat the FEU Lady Timeouts in the semifinal game, 89-59. Joan Nagma leading all scorers with 8. So this is the FEU side of things. But on the Gilas Pilipinas side of things, Luna Ozar leading the way with 16 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. Kate Castillo as well, putting in 19 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. This stacked Gilas Pilipinas women's basketball team gonna try to steal the very first championship in Pinoyliga Women's Cup history. Obviously being led by team captain Jack Aninam and head coach Pat Aquino as they go up against a veteran-filled Army ALTAMA. Let me pass it over to announcer Ryan Pangaro for the team callouts. Player by day. And we're straight to the action here in the first ever championship game in the Pinoyliga Women's Cup. Starting five for both teams here. On the Gilas Pilipinas side, we have at the point Berberabe alongside Janine Pontejos, also Luna Azar, as well as Yumul and Jack Aninam. On the Army Altama side, we have at the point guard Kabinbin alongside Borja, Sambile, Prado, and Santo Domingo. An exciting matchup here as we get started. Pontejos with a mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound by Gilas Pilipinas. And that's gonna be a three from Stephanie Berberabe. That's what she does, folks. Here comes Sambile. Tipped away by Jack. It's gonna stay Army Altama ball. So sideline inbound here for Army Altama. Borja gives it up to Sambile. Now Prado. Santo Domingo. Over to Kabinbin. Borja, pump fake. Shoots it, that's no good. Here comes Gilas Pilipinas on the counterattack. Berberabe puts on the move. Beautiful move from Stephanie Berberabe. Bring it out, you do it yourself. Gets the steal, no look pass. Berberabe cooking early for Gilas Pilipinas. A little bit of a correction here on the score. It's 7-0 in favor of the Gilas Pilipinas women's basketball team. Stephanie Berberabe starting to percolate early on here. Let's see how the Army Altama respond as they call time. 7-0 with 8 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Again, if you're just tuning in, it's the championship game in the first ever Pinoyliga Women's Cup. My name is Martin Diaz. I'm going to be calling today's game alongside announcer Ryan Pangaro and courtside reporter Daphne Lozano, as well as the lovely Gila Pinoyliga Cup team. We're back to the action here. Gilas Pilipinas women's basketball team starting off hot here behind Stephanie Berberabe. Full court man-to-man being applied by the national team. As Borja throws it away, Jack Aninam with a steal. It's going to be a foul on Borja. Sideline inbound for Gilas Pilipinas. Here comes Berberabe. Over to Jack, the high post. Jack attacks. Fake spin. Beautiful move from Jack Aninam. And if you're wondering why she's at the forefront playing overseas, that's exactly why. Jack Aninam showing the moves. Here comes Stephanie in a hurry. Drag screen by Jack. Top of the key three from Yumul. That's no good. It's gonna go the other way. It's 9-0 in favor of Gilas Pilipinas. Let's see if Army Altama can get a rhythm going. In their previous matchup during the regular season, the Army Altama falling to Gilas Pilipinas 69-56. Borja at the top of the key. Over to Santo Domingo. Santo Domingo attacks. Hands it off to Kabinbin, former national player. Kabinbin turns the corner, picks up her dribble over to Borja for three. No good. Jack with the rebound over to Stephanie Berberabe. Berberabe attacks, puts on the Jets. No good. Borja with the rebound, counter-attack here for Army Altama over to Sambile. Sambile with a head full of steam. Lots of contact, no foul there. Leak out for Yumul. Yumul pulls up and says splash. Yumul with a three. It's been all Gilas Pilipinas so far, 12-0. with 7 minutes and 2 seconds left in the first quarter. Santo Domingo over to Borja. Borja attacks. Floater gets it to fall. 12-2. 10-point lead here for Gilas Pilipinas. Here comes Jack. Mid-range pull-up. And that's good for Jack Aninam. Jack Aninam showing the range here. Sambile from the left wing gives it to Borja. Borja attacks. Kicks it out. Sambile drives, draws the foul. It's going to be 2 shots for Sambile. Great decisive attack there by Camille Sambile. A tough task here for Army ALTAMA, obviously going up against our national team. But this team is comprised of veteran players and former national team players. Obviously, Kabin Bin, a part of that national team in previous years. Here comes Janine Pontejas, no hesitation, 3, and knocks it down. And we have been accustomed to seeing Janine Pontejas do that for years now. One of the star players here for Gilas Filipinas. Taking on a little bit of a different role here now, one of the veteran players for the national team as Sambile attacks and draws another foul. It's 17-3 in favor of the national team. So it's going to be another 2 free throws here for Camille Sambile. So first free throw here for Camille. Knocks it down. In the previous game of the Army ALTAMA against the FEU, where they got the win 66-53 in the semifinal game, Marilord Borja led the way with 11.7 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. Let's see if Borja can get going here as well. As Sambile misses the second. Here comes Berberabe. Berberabe putting on the Jets again. Kicks it out to Pontejas. E-check. Knocks it down. That's 2 straight threes for Janine Pontejas. Here comes Borja, one of the leaders here for the Army ALTAMA. Put it on the move, spin cycle, tries to dump it off, but Jack's too tall. Here comes Janine. Over to Yumul, that's what she does. No good. Rebound by Santo Domingo. Here comes France Kabinbin, pulls up for 3. No good. It's gonna be a foul on the floor here on Yumul. It's gonna stay ALTAMA ball. Platoon swap here for the Gilas Pilipinas women's basketball team. As Nolasco checks in. Let me send it over to our courtside reporter for a quick report.
Now that we are at the last match of the tournament, this seems like a flashback from our first game last Friday, which is between the Gilas women's basketball team and the Philippine Army ALTAMA as well. The girls in blue actually took the dominating win against the Army last time, and now with a 12-0 run as a strong start, these girls aim to take us down back to memory lane. But instead of getting their first win, they'll be claiming their throne as the first champion team in the Pinoyliga Women's Cup. Let's see if they'll turn this scene to reality. Back to you, Martin.
Thank you for that lovely report, Daphne. And tama ka dyan, you know, they got the first win in the regular season. But keep in mind that the Army ALTAMA, kakabuo lang yung team nito. So, in their first game, medyo nakangapa pa sila. But I spoke to head coach Jerry Gadong before the game, and sabi niya, he only really felt that they started clicking by the third game. So, this is kind of a new feel and new look Army ALTAMA with a little bit of momentum coming off a big win in that semifinal. So let's see how they respond against this tough national team. So thank you again for that report, Daphne. So it's 6-20 in favor of the national team. Here comes Sambile going coast to coast, can't get the layup to fall. Offensive rebound there by Santo Domingo, puts it back. It's 20-8, 12-point lead for the Gilas Pilipinas. Here comes Kate Castillo. And that's really what the national team has. Not only have they been together for a long time, but they have shooters. Kate Castillo in the previous game. With 19 big points and 3 rebounds and 2 assists. As you see here, rebound here by April Bernardino. And when you have players like Kate Castillo and April Bernardino coming off the bench, that's how you know this team is deep. As April gets the rebound, Kate gives it up to Nolasco. No good. Rebound by Vanji Soriano. Vanji Soriano, of course, the head coach as well. The Enron Lady Titans now suiting up as a player. Prado gets the short stab to fall. It's 10-23 now. Here comes Kate. Can't get the corner 3 to fall. It's gonna stay Gilas Pilipinas basketball. Checking in for the first time is Galisan as well, as Sambila gets a well-deserved rest. Good energy shown by Sambile. Tonko over to April. Now Camille back to Tonko. Tonko under 10 in the shot clock. Great hustle there by Santo Domingo. Here comes Franz Kabinbin. She's dangerous in the open court. Prado with the layup. And a beautiful fast break play by Army Altama. Army Altama starting to get into a groove here. Now here comes Bernardino at the top of the key. Attacks. Detonates, misses the layup. Here comes Franz Kabinbin. Probing. Double team. Attacks. Beautiful pass to Santo Domingo. And that's where Kabinbin is so dangerous. Once she gets into the paint, she's able to create for her teammates, create for herself. So Franz Kabinbin gonna be a vital part of this Army Altama team. It's 23-14, lead now in single digits. Kate Bobadilla in for the first time as well for Gilas Pilipinas. Here comes Kate. Over to Camille Nolasco. Camille Nolasco pinches it, gets it back. It's gonna be offensive foul on April Bernardino, moving screen. Of course, former teammates, Kabinbin and April Bernardino. Great to see that sportsmanship as Bernardino helps her up. Here comes Santo Domingo, crossing the timeline, back to Vanji Soriano. Pressure being applied by Gilas Pilipinas. Steal by April, over to Camille. Camille loses it. Prado with an easy layup here. And just like that, Army Altama cutting down the lead. Just 7 points here, 23-16 with 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Here comes Kate Bobadilla putting on the moves. High pickup draws the foul. It's gonna be 2 shots for Kate Bobadilla. As you see, Marilord Borja checking in back to the game, and in for the first time is number 1 Garcia. Corporal Katrina Garcia in for the first time for Army Altama. As Kate Bobadilla knocks in the first. Kate, one of the sharp shooters for the Gilas Pilipinas women's basketball team. Second shot here for Bobadilla, knocks it in. Here comes Vanji Soriano over to Borja. We are in for an exciting matchup today, folks. Again, if you're checking in for the first time, it is the first ever championship game for the Pinoyliga Women's Cup. As Garcia slicing and dicing to the ring and getting that sweet layup. As Kate Castillo loses the ball, Tonko with a little bit of an ill-advised pass. 25-18 in favor of Gilas Pilipinas. Here comes Vanji Soriano over to Borja. Borja loses her footing there. Turnover. Kate Castillo on the counterattack. Pulls up for 3. That's what she does. And knocks it in. Kate Castillo with her second 3. Specialty of the house. 10-point lead again. 18-28 with 2 seconds left in the first quarter. Garcia again. Fall away jumper. Tough shot there from Garcia. Kate Castillo. Kate Castillo with that no hesitation pull-up three, showing how deadly she is from the three-point line. Here comes Kate Bobadilla with 27 seconds left. Here comes Kate, showing the post moves with that offhand. Good hands there from Garcia. Borja pushing pace. 13 seconds left. Here comes Garcia. Over to Gilisan. Gilisan, corner three, no good. Here comes Kate Castillo. Full head of steam. Pinoy step. And Kate Castillo ending the first quarter with a scoring barrage. It's 13-18 in favor of the Gilas Pilipinas women's basketball team. Let's see how the Army ALTAMA responds. As we see here, a couple of highlights from the first quarter. Gilas Pilipinas applying the pressure. Here's Jacanina just imposing her dominance here, showing the footwork. A 12-point lead being held here by Gilas Pilipinas, and just a 3-point onslaught being shown. Again, it's the championship game in the first ever Pinoyliga Women's Cup. History in the making here. Let's see who comes up with a win. We will be right back.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power
beyond with Smart.
plus unlimited TikTok to scroll and share and non-stop mobile network. Power, work, life, and more. 5G data for 12 months. All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now. Unlimited text and calls for both mobile and landline. And unlimited Netflix mobile on us. All with Smart Postpaid's powerful SIM-only plan starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, anytime, anywhere. Switch now and keep your number. Get the power to go beyond. Only with
We see Janine Ponteas get the steal and convert on the layup. Great start here from Gilas Pilipinas, just applying the pressure, being able to convert. It's 18-32 in favor of the national team with 9 minutes and 43 seconds left in the second quarter. Here comes Garcia, whips it. Too much sauce in that pass. So, medyo kita mo sa Army ALTAMA, may pagkagigil pa sa start ng game. A little tense here. Obviously, Gilas Pilipinas playing with that intensity. Yumol jacks it up. No good. Here comes Borja. And a steal here by Berberabe. Great hands. Easy layup there. Just great defensive pressure being applied here by the national team. Now here comes Borja. Here comes Garcia in the high post against Luna Azar. Luna Azar with a size advantage. We're gonna go the other way. And yun yung mahirap dito sa Gilas Pilipinas. I mean, offensively, they're so talented. But defensively, they just have the size. When you have players like Luna Azar, a versatile wing, and obviously Jack Anina manning the paint, it's tough to get good looks. Luna Azar, this is where she's so good. Getting downhill, misses that floater. Jack Anina with the steal. Jack showing the handles. Gives it to Azar, over to Ponteos. Ponteos drives, slices, dices, gets in. And we've seen that way too many times. Just Ponteos, a savant with the basketball. 18-36, Lud ballooning up to 18. Here comes Galisan over to Franz Kabinbin for 3, knocks it down. We're gonna want to see Kabinbin get it going here for Army ALTAMA if they want to get back in this ball game. A little over 8 minutes left, 21-36. Here comes Jack, looking to hand it off here to Yamul. Yamul pulls it back. Azar attacks, uses the screen from Jack. Offhand layup, draws the foul. It's gonna be 2 shots from the charity stripe for Luna Azar. Of course, Luna Azar getting the player of the game honors in the semifinals game against the Enderun College Lady Titans, putting up 16 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. Let's see if Luna Azar can get going here. Knocks in the first. Second shot here for Luna. In and out. Santo Domingo gets that ball tipped away by Jack. It's going to go the other way. 37-21 in favor of Gilas Pilipinas. Steal here by Yumul. And the offhand floater. Okay, I see you, Kristen Yumul. And yung napansin ko talaga sa national team is the level of skill. Obviously, you know, we have such great shooting on our national team, but you can see most of them are 3-level scorers. They get to handle the ball really well. Some pressure being applied here. Luna Azar a little bit too overzealous there. Only the first team foul for Gilas Pilipinas. I spoke to head coach Pat Aquino before the game, just asking him if he got what he was looking for in this Pinoyliga tournament, and he said, you know, the structure is so similar to how FIBA does it as they're preparing for their pre-qualifying tournament. And he said, obviously, the structure in terms of just having games every day over this 5-day span. So definitely, shout out, of course, to Pinoyliga for setting up, you know, such a great league. You know, creating exposure for, you know, the different talents that we have in the landscape of women's basketball here in the Philippines. As you see Ponteos jack up another 3. And Ponteos is really starting to heat up here for the national team. Knocking down another 3. I believe that's her third. So 42-21 here. Lead up to 21 for the Gilas Pilipinas women's basketball team with 6 minutes, 45 seconds left here in the half. And another turnover here for Army ALTAMA. It's going to be a timeout on the floor for Army ALTAMA. And of course, we want to give a big shout out to our sponsors, Eastern Communications, Amelie, Hotel Manila, LGR, Eurotex Foam, Kickstart Coffee, and Smart Sports. As Coach Jerry Gadong trying to inspire and motivate his squad to get rid of the nerves as they try to mount a comeback against the tough national team. Back to the action here, 21-42. Gilas Pilipinas pulling away a bit. Let's see how Army ALTAMA responds. The national team is showing that defensive prowess as well as the outside shooting, wreaking havoc on the defensive end against the Army ALTAMA. Here comes Stephanie Burbarabe, giving it to Jack at the pinch post. Handing it off. Janine Ponteos, heat check. Ponteos is out of her mind, folks. going crazy from 3. Janine Ponteos. She's really starting to cook here for the Gilas Pilipinas women's basketball team. Of course, I want to give a big shout out to my big sis, former national team member, Bea Diaz. Thank you for tuning in. Hinahanap ka raw ng Gilas Pilipinas. Ano, comeback ba? As we see, Vanjie Soriano miss on that mid-range jumper. And let me hand it over to Daphne Lozano for a quick courtside report.
Reminded the girls that they have to be physically and mentally ready at all times, especially in the playing court against our very own women's basketball team. Coach Jerry emphasized that their opponents really play aggressively, which is why they have to match this to keep up with their lead. However, in this quarter, we can see that the Army ALTAMA are struggling in taking the ball across the court because they are always being counterattacked on. Let's see what contingency plan Coach Jerry has for this matter. Back to you, Martin.
Thank you for that insightful report, Daphne. And I completely agree. You know, obviously, matindi yung pressure ng Gilas Pilipinas. And that's their forte. You know, they try to get you rattled. And you can sense a little bit of tension in the Army ALTAMA side. They haven't really settled into this game. So I think head coach Jerry Gadong is right on track. They need to settle in and just relax a little bit and handle that full court press. Kasi alam mo naman, puro veterano din yung team ng Army ALTAMA. So they're not new to this type of pressure. So let's see how head coach Jerry Gadong responds as well as the squad of the Army ALTAMA as they try to mount this comeback against the Gilas Pilipinas women's basketball team. So thank you again for that report, Daphne. As you see April Bernardino knocking down the first free throw. It's 45-23 with 5 minutes and 2 seconds left on the clock. Here in the first half, April. And funny story actually, si April, nahiya lang ako, pero nakita ko siya sa US Embassy. So, saan ka ba pupunta, April? Are we, is this some foreshadowing for some exciting news? So, April Bernardino, mainstay here for Gilas Filipinas women's basketball team. As you see, Kabinbin, spin cycle here, drops it off to Santo Domingo as Santo Domingo draws the foul. Medyo na starstruck lang ako kay April kaya di ako nag-high eh. So Santo Domingo to the line. It's 47-23 with 4 minutes and 44 seconds left in the first half. Again, if you're just tuning in, it's the first ever Pinoyliga Women's Cup Championship game. We invite you all to watch with us live here in Enderun Colleges. Admission is just 200 pesos. Baka naglalakwatsa po kayo sa BGC. Daan po kayo dito sa Enderun Colleges. It's located in McKinley Hill, just right outside of BGC. As we see Santo Domingo knock down the second free throw. Again, we want to give a big shout out to everyone watching here live, tuning in on the live stream on YouTube and Facebook on the Pinoyliga Cup page. Please feel free to leave a like, comment, and share us with your friends and family as we see the Army ALTAMA try to cross the timeline here. Kabinbin putting on the move, spins, scoop layup. Beautiful move by Franz Kabinbin. Putting on the blender. Here comes Kate Castillo. Over to Bobadilla. Now Nolasco drives in, kicks it out. Tonko for 3. No good. Tonko with a rebound. Loses her footing. It's going to be a traveling violation. Franz Kabinbin a little shaken up on that play. I said this yesterday, and I'll say it again. Franz Kabinbin is one of my favorite players in the landscape of women's basketball. Just a savant with the rock. And she reminds me, honestly, of the likes of Kyrie Irving. Just so smooth with the basketball. Now here comes Prado, kicks it out. Sambile for 3, knocks it in. Signs of life from the Army ALTAMA. It's gonna be a charging call on Kate Bobadilla. Great effort being shown. Prado a little shaken up there. Great effort being shown here by Army ALTAMA as they try to mount this comeback. 47-29, just an 18-point lead with 3 minutes and 32 seconds left in the second quarter. Here comes Vanji Soriano on the sideline inbound over to Sambile. Sambile, full head of steam. No good. Here comes Camille Nolasco. Camille probing over to April Bernardino. Backdoor. April brings out do-it-yourself kit, hands it off. No good on the drive there by Kate Bobadilla. Here comes Franska Binbin. This is where she's so dangerous in the open court. Woo! Franska Binbin. May I have this dance? No good on the layup. Counter-attack here. It's going to be a foul on the floor. So the third team foul on Army ALTAMA. Here comes Kate Bobadilla. 18-point lead here held by Gilas Pilipinas women's basketball team. Now in for the first time is Quinte. April to Kate. Kate, pump fake, drives, tough shot, no good. It's gonna go the other way. Army ALTAMA ball. Great defense being shown here by Army ALTAMA. Go ahead pass to Prado. Prado to a cutting Sambile. Great play there by Army ALTAMA. Army ALTAMA slowly getting back in this ball game. Kate Castillo, no hesitation, three. A little bit of a rush shot there. Sambile over to Vanji, stolen by Kate. Kate Castillo slowing things down. Over to Camille Nolasco. Camille Nolasco thinks about it. Drives. Beautiful dump off pass to April Bernardino. And si Camille Nolasco, para siyang point forward talaga ng Gilas Pilipinas. You know, she is so good at doing last minute decisions. See that beautiful pass to April Bernardino. Here comes Camille Nolasco. This is where she's so dangerous. Kicks it out to Kate Castillo. And April Bernardino skying in for the rebound, the hoop and the harm for April Bernardino. And April Bernardino, you know, a mainstay for the Gilas Pilipinas women's basketball team. Obviously, we've seen her dazzle in the 3x3 format. And ngayon si April, naalala ko pa nung bata pa siya, pero ngayon, a little bit of a different role here in this Gilas Pilipinas women's team. You know, now she's a savvy vet. Of course, bata pa si April, but you know, now she's gonna be one of the leaders here for the Gilas Pilipinas women's basketball team. 31-52 with 1 minute and 25 seconds left in the half. Sambile drives, steps through. Tough shot from Sambile, absorbing the contact and getting the bucket to fall. Sambile showing the moves here. Going deep into her bag. It's gonna be a sideline inbound here for Gilas Pilipinas. So Kate Bobadilla sinks the first as Army ALTAMA is in the penalty. Second shot here for Kate. Knocks it in, and kita mo rin sa release ang ganda ng shooting form ni Kate Bobadilla. Here comes Marilord Borja. Over. Payadon can't get the jumper to fall. Here comes April Bernardino over to Kate. Kate, full head of steam. Hands it over to Kate Castillo. Kate Castillo spin move. Double pump. Tough shot there. Here comes Franska Binbin over to Payadon. Payadon gets that tough bucket to fall over the outstretched arms of Kate Bobadilla. Kate, go ahead pass there for Franska Binbin. To Payadon. Kate Bobadilla for three and nonchalantly knocks down the three. Kate Bobadilla says splash. 57-35 with 21 seconds left. Franska Binbin takes a look at the clock. 10 seconds left in the shot clock. May I have this dance? Franska Binbin kicks it out. Sambile for three. Sambile on her own little personal scoring run here. As an in and out heave from Kate Bobadilla, and just like that, that's the end of the first half of this championship game in the first ever Pinoyliga Women's Cup. 57-38 in favor of Gilas Pilipinas women's basketball team. As we see here, some first half highlights. Again, Gilas Pilipinas applying the pressure and wreaking havoc on the Army ALTAMA team. Medyo tense pa yung Army ALTAMA team dito. Let's see if they can settle in here. Of course, Army ALTAMA not giving up. Just a shooting barrage here from the Gilas Pilipinas. As you see here, Janine Ponteos, no hesitation three, knows what to do with it. Just some amazing shooting here on display. Again, if you're just tuning in, we're at the half. The first ever championship game of the Pinoyliga Women's Cup. As you see here, Franska Binbin with the spin cycle move. So we've seen some bright spots here from Army ALTAMA. They've been able to capitalize, but just always an answer for the Gilas Pilipinas. So, still a lot of basketball left to be played here. Again, my name is Martin Diaz, and we'll be taking a short break. We will be right back.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now. Go beyond with Smart, the country's fastest and best mobile network. With unlimited 5G data for 12 months. Unlimited text and calls for both mobile and landline. And unlimited Netflix mobile on us. All with Smart Postpaid's powerful SIM-only plan starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, anytime, anywhere. Switch now and keep your number. Get the power to go beyond, only with Smart Postpaid.
Good afternoon mga Kaliga. You're still tuned in to the first championship match of the Pinoyliga Women's Cup match between the Gilas women's basketball team against the Philippine Army ALTAMA with the score 57-38. And before we proceed to the second half, beside me is the head coach of the Philippine Army ALTAMA, Technical Sergeant Jerry Gadong. Hello po, Coach.
Hello.
Thank you so much for gracing your time with me here sa half. So, napansin ko po no first quarter na nakukuha naman na po ng girls yung rhythm nila leading to the second quarter as well. Kaso, nakakalayo pa rin po talaga yung Gilas when it comes to points. So, ano po kaya yung necessary adjustments na dapat gawin ng team for the coming second half?
First, ang naging problema namin is yung during transition namin, yung turnover na hindi namin ma-convert ng maayos. Then, yung shooters nila hindi namin ma-contain. Yun ang plan namin. Gusto namin ma-stop yung transition offense nila. Doon kami nalayuan ng Gilas kasi transition defense namin masyadong mabagal mag-react. Kaya doon lumayo ulit sila kanina.
Ayun po sir, sana po makahabol ang inyong team. Pero since alam naman po natin na last game na rin po ito ng Pinoyliga Women's Cup, saan pa po kaya namin pwedeng makita ang inyong team? Or do you have any upcoming tournaments or na pinaghahandaan po?
We have a coming tournament po this coming September 18, the AFP PNP PCG Olympics. Yun lang po, ma'am.
Ayan, kaya siguraduhin nating suportahan din natin ang kanilang team. Ngayon sir, meron po ba kayong gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
Binabati ko po ang aming commander, Commanding General Philippine Army, General Galido Sir, at ang aming Director ng SSC, Special Service Center, Colonel John Oliver F. Gabon, at sa mga officers na bumubuo sa aming unit, at sa mga enlisted personnel na nanonood ngayon. Maraming salamat sa suporta.
Thank you so much po sir and for your service. And once again, that is all for our halftime interview. Back to you, Martin. Thank you po, sir.
And we're back to the action here. Thank you for that halftime interview from our courtside reporter, Daphne Lozano. It's 38-57 in favor of Gilas Pilipinas. As you can see, the number one stat that really stands out here are the steals caused by Gilas Pilipinas, 10-2, with 12 turnovers on the Army ALTAMA side. The Army ALTAMA shooting decently, 16-31 from the field, while the Gilas Pilipinas shooting 20-39. Let's see if the Army ALTAMA can get back in this ball game and mount a comeback. It's gonna be a turnover. It's gonna go to the Army ALTAMA. Here comes Borja. Over to Santo Domingo. Santo Domingo to Prado. Prado to Sambile. Sambile had a great first half. Attacks on the smaller Pontejos. Draws the foul. And what's great about Sambile, aggressive na aggressive siya. She just keeps on coming. And it's really worked to her advantage here as she had a great outing in the first half. Santo Domingo for three. No good. Rebound by Yumol. Throws it ahead to Berberabe. Berberabe's got numbers. Over to Azar. To Pontejos. Pontejos gives it to Jack. Jack hands it off to Azar. Azar to Yumol. Yumol back to Azar. Azar. A little bit of a miscommunication there. She thought that Pontejos was in the corner. So I asked one of the teammates of Luna Azar where she was from, and she's actually from France. Because when she did the post-game interview, I noticed that she had a little bit of an accent. So shout out to any of our viewers from France who are tuning in supporting Luna. A very exciting player to watch here for Gilas Pilipinas. So we see Sambila with a beautiful pass. Jumping in the air and dumping it off to Santo Domingo, 40-57 in favor of Gilas Pilipinas. Army ALTAMA not going away. Here comes Jack at the top of the key, gives it up. Ill-advised pass, steal by France Kabinbin. Here comes Kabinbin in the open court. Dumps it off to Prado. Prado for three. No good. Rebound by Jack. Now here comes Stephanie Berberabe at the point, setting things up. And it's going to be offensive foul on Jack Aninam. So chances here for the Army ALTAMA. Again, if you're just tuning in, it's the championship game of the first ever Pinoyliga Women's Cup. Brought to you by Eastern Communications, Amelie, Hotel Manila, LGR, Uratex Foam, Kickstart Coffee, and Smart Sports. Big shout out to the growing audience live in attendance here in Enderun Colleges. Of course, we invite everyone as we see Pontejos going deep into her bag, slicing and dicing to the rim for that easy layup. Again, we want to invite everyone to watch with us live here in Enderun Colleges, as well as stream live on the Pinoyliga Cup Facebook and YouTube page. Here comes Sambile, using the screen from Borja. Low cross. What a move from Sambile. Sambile showing the handle, going deep into her bag. Now Yamul over to Jack. Backdoor steal from Prado. Here comes Prado. 1 against 3. Stephanie tips it away. Great defensive effort being shown here by Army ALTAMA. 42-59, 7 minutes and 10 seconds left in favor of the Gilas Pilipinas women's basketball team. Santo Domingo for 3. And she knocks it down! Santo Domingo showing the range. Just a 14-point lead here with 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Let's see if the Army ALTAMA can mount a comeback here. Here comes Ozar over to Jack. Jack can't get the layup to fall. Second go, no good. Pontejos over to Ozar for 3. A little long. Here comes France Kabinbin, full head of steam. France draws the foul. Daredevil drive from France Kabinbin. It's going to be 2 shots from the charity stripe. As April Bernardino and Kate Castillo check in for the national team. Great signs of life here. So you can see a couple of players of the Army ALTAMA team, hands on their knees, laying it all out on the line here as Kabinbin knocks down the first. So just a 13-point lead here for Gilas Pilipinas as France Kabinbin knocks down the second. Here comes Stephanie Berberabe. Now Kate Castillo turning the corner. Doopsie-doo. No good. It's no good from Berberabe. April to Jack. To Pontejos. Pontejos picks up her dribble over to Jack. Kate Castillo. Pinectus. Easy layup there from Kate Castillo. 47-61. A little under 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. Here comes Borja crossing the timeline. High cross. Kicks it out to Prado. Prado hands it off to France. Here comes Kabinbin. Kabinbin attacks. No good. It's gonna be the hoop and the harm from Prado. A chance at a 3-point play here. Private Nathalie Prado. And she really brings that grit to this Army ALTAMA team. So let's see here if Nathalie can convert on the 3-point play. As Kate Bobadilla set to check in for the national team. As Janine Pontejos takes it. Here comes Stephanie Berberabe. Just an 11-point lead for the national team. Stephanie Berberabe kicks it out to Kate Castillo. Over to Jack. Jack over Stephanie Berberabe, open lane, and it's gonna be an easy layup. Miscommunication here by the ALTAMA. Here comes Sambile. Steal here. Kate Castillo, no hesitation, 3, in and out. Rebound control by Jack. Here comes Jack. Attacks. Spins. Steps through. The hoop and the harm for Jack Aninam. Jack Aninam just too big here, towering over everyone, showing the footwork. Lead back up to 15, 65-50 in favor of the Gilas Pilipinas women's basketball team. Jack to the line at a chance at 3. Camille Nolasco set to check in. As Jack misses the bonus free throw. Here comes Santo Domingo, full head of steam, sidestep, dump off pass to Prado. Prado knows what to do with it. Beautiful pass from Santo Domingo. 52-65, 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Here comes Kate Bobadilla. Uses the screen from Jack Aninam. Here comes April. April attacks, loses the ball, gets it back. Over to Berberabe. Tough shot, gets it to fall. Berberabe showing the touch. Here comes Sambile. As Bobadilla falls, Sambile attacks, spins. No good, but Santo Domingo gets it back. Sambile with the offensive board. Over to Prado. Prado, shot fake. Nowhere to go, gives it up. Castillo with a steal. Over to Jack. It's going to be a charging foul on Jack Aninam. Offensive foul on Jack Aninam. Great draw charge there by Borja, but you can see Borja fatigued a little bit. With that being said, let me pass it over to Daphne for a quick courtside report.
Coach Patrick Aquino of the Gilas women's basketball team said in his own words, double heart, double time. What he meant by this is that the girls must play not just for themselves, but for the whole team. With added motivation, they will be able to play their heart out. While for the double time, he wants the girls to have the sense of urgency in scoring for the team and dictating the tempo of the match without minding the score, and to just march forward towards the championship title. Back to you, Martin.
Thank you for that report, Daphne. Tama ka dyan, you know, like, as you see, April Bernardino to the line for 2 shots. And ito yung benefit ng pag meron kang April Bernardino eh. What she provides is just a steadiness to the team. Parang hindi ka makakaba. Kasi si April, she just has that steadiness. Kumbaga yung aura niya is, I've been here before. That being said, 52-69. A timeout on the floor here. 3 minutes and 17 seconds left. 17-point lead here for Gilas Pilipinas. Gonna give a big shout out to our sponsors, Eastern Communications, Amelie Hotel Manila, LGR, Eurotex Foam, Kickstart Coffee, and Smart Sports. And with that being said, we will be right back. seconds left in the third quarter. Here comes Franz Kabinbin, full head of steam, bumps. It's gonna stay. Army ALTAMA ball. Pat Aquino, head coach Pat Aquino, unhappy with the call. He stepped onto the playing court. It's gonna be a baseline inbound here for Army ALTAMA. Kabinbin setting things up. Over to Santo Domingo. Overshoots it, Kate Bobadilla. Calling out the play, gives it up to April. April taking a look. Backdoor cut, beautiful play to Camille Nolasco by the Gilas Pilipinas women's basketball team. 52-71, lead back up to 19. Here comes Sambile. Just persistently attacking for Army ALTAMA. Payadon hands it off to Kabinbin. Here comes Kabinbin. Kabinbin attacks, spins, draws the foul. It's gonna be 2 shots for Franz Kabinbin. First shot here for France. And I think that's what's so amazing about this Gilas Pilipinas women's basketball team. You can see just the thought that has gone into the development and the curation of this team. Obviously, you have shooters all around, but when you have players like Camille Nolasco and April Bernardino, Jack Aninam, who are able to, facilitate and get their shooters going, it makes things so easy for the rest of the team. You see here April Bernardino at the top of the key. Again, kind of playing that point forward role as well. Tonko drives in. Nowhere to go, caught up in the middle of the air. It's going to be a steal, but she gets it back. Tonko loses her dribble. Kabinbin with a steal. Here comes Payadon. Payadon over to Vanji. Vanji knocks it in. Great fast break play there for Army ALTAMA. I'd want to see a little bit of aggression here from Army ALTAMA as they are in the penalty. When I say in the penalty, I mean Gilas Filipinas. Want to take advantage of that. April Bernardino. Daredevil drive, no good. Vanji Soriano, go ahead pass to Franz Kabinbin. Touchdown, spin move, and one. And a traveling call, but what a move from Franz Kabinbin. It could have gone either way. Of course, you want to respect the official call, but that was a highlight play from Franz Kabinbin on that traveling violation. Here comes Tonko over to Bernardino. 71-55, 1 minute and 24 seconds left in the third quarter. Great block there from Sambile. Some momentum here from Army ALTAMA over to Santo Domingo. Santo Domingo, let's see what she does here. Attacks, fake spin, cutting Sambile. Santo Domingo absorbing the contact and getting the bucket to fall just like that. A 14-point lead, 71-57. A little under a minute left in the third quarter. This championship game is heating up. It's gonna be another steal from Army ALTAMA. Here comes Franz Kabinbin, and she loses it. April Bernardino with a steal. Counter-attack here, Camille Nolasco. It's gonna be a foul on Franz Kabinbin. Some great action here between both teams. Again, we want to invite everyone to watch with us live. Things are heating up here in Enderun Colleges. You can also catch it live on Facebook and YouTube on the Pinoyliga Cup page. Sideline inbound here, Tonko to April. April thinks about it, drives. Tough bucket there from April Bernardino. Sabi ni April, ako na bahala. Here comes Vanji being hounded by Tonko. It's gonna be an 8-second violation from Vanji Soriano. So 19 seconds left in the game clock. Shot clock is off. See what Gilas Pilipinas draws up here. Tonko from the left wing gives it up to April Bernardino. April goes deep into her bag, kicks it out to Kate. She has that. And she knocks it in. Beautiful touch there from 3 from Kate Bobadilla. And that's the end of the third quarter. 76-57 in favor of the Gilas Pilipinas women's basketball team. Again, you're tuning in to the final game of the Pinoyliga Women's Cup. You see some great action in the third. Sambile dumping it off here to Santo Domingo. Sambile, some great action here being shown. Showing the handles, the tough bucket. But still, Gilas Filipinas with a commanding 19-point lead. Let's see if the Army ALTAMA can mount a comeback here. And we want to give a big shout out to our sponsors, Eastern Communications, Amelie Hotel Manila, LGR, Uritex Foam, Kickstart Coffee, and Smart Sports. My name is Martin Diaz. I'm covering today's game alongside announcer Ryan Pangaro, courtside reporter Daphne Lozano, and we'll be taking a short break. We will be right back. So back to the action here. See Camille Nolasco tee up a 3. It's 59-76 in favor of Gilas Filipinas women's basketball team. Final quarter to play. Here comes Camille putting on the moves, kicks it out. Berberabe attacks, kicks it out. Yumul for 3. No good. Rebound by Prado. It's gonna be the last push here for Army ALTAMA. Here comes Borja. And that's the second time Borja unaware of the defender trailing her. Seems like Borja a little slow in her step here. Could be fatigued. It's their 5th day in a row of intense hoops. See Berberabe. No good in that short stab. Now here comes Vanji Soriano over to Santo Domingo. Santo Domingo in the post. It's gonna stay Army ALTAMA ball. 17-point lead here. Baseline inbound here for Army ALTAMA. It's gonna be a foul on the floor on Luna Ozar. First team foul here for Gilas Pilipinas. You see here, head coach Pat Aquino complaining. It's close timeout. A civilized conversation between the head coach and the officials as head coach Pat Aquino gets his team organized. Again, we want to give a big shout out to our sponsors, Eastern Communications, Amelie Hotel Manila, LGR, Uritex Foam, Kickstart Coffee, and Smart Sports. Again, you're tuning in to the Pinoyliga Women's Cup Championship game. And we'll be taking a short break. We will be right back.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Back to the action here. Baseline inbound for the Army ALTAMA. So warning on head coach Pat Aquino. Obviously, Coach Pat Aquino a little frustrated with that no call on that push on one of his players. So we're going the other way here. Yumul, no hesitation, 3, no good. Borja with the rebound. Vanji, ang galing din pumasa ni Vanji, eh, no? Para siyang quarterback. Sambile, going coast to coast. Sambile, just relentless with her attack. Ala Yanis si Sambile. Here comes Kate Bobadilla getting hounded by Kabin Ben. Kabin Ben showing that heart. Here comes Azar. Beautiful move from Luna Azar. Driving baseline and cutting off her defender. Showing the touch around the rim. And that's where Luna Azar is so dangerous. When she's coming downhill at you, she has a multitude of moves. Here comes Borja. See if Borja can get going in this last quarter here, calling out instructions. Here comes Borja, turning the corner. Can't get it to fall. Prado. Traveling call on Prado. Have to admire the effort of Prado on the boards though. Now Stephanie Berberabe. Calling out the play, gives it up to Yumul. Over to Azar. Azar to Camille Nolasco. Use the screen. Camille to Yumul. Over to Bobadilla. Bobadilla, pull-up jumper. Beautiful mid-range jumper from Kate Bobadilla. Just so smooth with that jumper. Borja overshoots that pass. Here comes Luna Azar. Berberabe to Camille. Camille back to Berberabe. Stephanie tries to thread the needle. It's going to be a kickball violation. $80-61 in favor of Gilas Pilipinas women's basketball team. Every time that the Army ALTAMA try to get on a run, there's just always been a response from the Gilas Pilipinas side. So it seems to be a development here. Stephanie Berberabe shoots the technical free throw. Baseline inbound for the national team. Berberabe setting things up. Gives it up to Luna Azar. Hesitation, kicks it out. Nolasco for 3. No good. Rebound by Vanji Soriano. Over to Kabinbin. Kabinbin gives it to Sambile. Sambile attacks. No good. Gets it back. Gets the putback. Camille Sambile has been so impressive in this game. She's so persistent in that aggression to the rim. Using her length to her advantage. Yumul pulls up for 3. No good. Sambile with a rebound. Borja setting things up, trying to cross the timeline. Berberabe with some pressure. Handing it off to Soriano. Vanji using the screen from Prado. Lots of contact, no call there. And all Prado could do is smile. You see a lot of contact on that play. You see a challenge. So there's going to be a challenge here for Army ALTAMA. Of course, each team is granted one challenge per half, where you can review 50-50 calls. So let's take a look here at what happened as Vanchi Soriano, and you see Berberabe just running into Prado. The call on the floor was that it was gonna go the other way. So the rule on these reviews is that you can review if it is an out of bounds call. So in this instance, you see Prado just smiling. So unsuccessful challenge there. In my opinion, it seemed like Stephanie Berberabe kind of ran into Prado there, but we have to respect the call of the officials. See here, Kate Bobadilla, 81-63 in favor of Gilas Pilipinas. Luna Azar with a backdoor cut. And there's gonna be a flagrant foul called here. So flagrant. So the flagrant foul is going to be called on Borja. Flagrant. So 63-81. Borja has to sit down after that flagrant foul. 18-point lead here for Gilas Pilipinas with 5 minutes and 22 seconds left. Here comes the Army ALTAMA. Kabinbin drives in. Beautiful move there from France Kabinbin. 81-65. Still some fight left here from Army ALTAMA in this championship game. The first ever Pinoyliga Women's Cup. Here comes Yumul for three, no good. Berberabe with some great hustle, saving the ball. Luna Azar whips it to Yumul. Over to Berberabe. Berberabe to Azar, and Azar loses it. So chances here for Army ALTAMA. A little under 5 minutes left. Sambila with the drop-off pass. Santo Domingo loses it. Prado gets it. The hoop and the harm for Prado. Flex on him. Prado securing the ball. And now a chance at a three-point play. I love the grit that Nathalie Prado plays with. She gets this bonus free throw. 4 minutes and 32 seconds left. And just like that, it's a 13-point ball game. Let's see if the Army ALTAMA can pull away with a miracle comeback here. Now Berberabe hands it off to Yumul. Yumul. Siya lagi yung pamatay sunog dito para sa Gilas Pilipinas. Camille Nolasco loses it. Gets it back. Yumul kicks it out. Can't leave Bobadilla open. Santo Domingo gets it over to Sambile. This is where she's so dangerous. Prado. Oh my goodness! Natalie Prado flex on him. Just among the trees. And just so determined to impose her will here. So you have a foul off the ball on Santo Domingo. So it's going to be a sideline inbound just like that, 81-70. Just an 11-point lead for Gilas Pilipinas. Things starting to heat up here. Over to Kate. Kate drives in, floater, no good. Overshoots it. Here comes Prado to Kabinbin. This is where she's so dangerous. Low pickup, beautiful pass. Prado gets it back. Prado is unstoppable right now. Prado willing her team back into this ball game. And for the first time in the first quarter, it's a single point deficit. 81-72. The crowd getting into it. Berbarabe kicks it out. Bobadilla for three. And she knocks it in. Kate Bobadilla knocking it in. Great response by the national team. Here comes Sambile. Runs into a brick wall. Santo Domingo can't get the putback to fall. Luna Azar. Camille Nolasco with an ill-advised pass. So it's going to be a timeout on the floor for Army Altama, 84-72. We've got some intense basketball happening here in Enderun Colleges. Again, we invite everyone to watch with us live. We also have the opening games for the big dance coming up after this, but you're tuning in to the first ever Pinoyliga Women's Cup Championship game. Let's see who prevails here as head coach Jerry Gadong giving out instructions, trying to will his team back into this ball game. And we're gonna be right back.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
To the action here. 2 minutes and 41. Things starting to heat up. Medyo umiinit na dito sa Enderun Colleges. So 72-84, 12-point lead here for Gilas Pilipinas women's basketball team. The Army Altama not giving up. Here comes Franska Binbin over to Sambile, size advantage. And Sambile draws the foul. Camille Sambile is a player to keep an eye out for, folks. Just relentless in her pursuit. Sambile knocks in the first. Great touch as well. Camille, second shot here. Again, a big shout out to everyone watching live as the audience continues to grow here in Enderun. And we invite everyone to watch with us live here. Also, those supporting on Facebook and YouTube and the Pinoyliga Cup page, please feel free to leave a like, comment, and share us with your friends and family. Here comes Luna Azar, hands it off to Kate. Kate Bobadilla drives, pulls up, fadeaway, tough shot there. Si Kate Bobadilla, wala siyang takot. Here comes Kabinbin, putting on the Jex. Pinoy step! Beautiful move from France Kabinbin. The Pinoy step in full display. France Kabinbin as we enter the last 2 minutes of the ball game. Not giving up here. 8-point lead for Gilas Pilipinas, 84-76. It's gonna be a timeout for head coach Pat Aquino. But France, Kabinbin, as we see here. And this is why France Kabinbin will always be one of my favorite players. Showing and going, the Pinoy step. May I have this dance, says France Kabinbin. What a move. This timeout is brought to you by Eastern Communications. And we will be right back. Grabe yun. Back to the action here. Things really starting to heat up. Here comes Camille Nolasco over to Luna Azar. Luna Azar, it's going to be a foul on Vanji Soriano. They need to be careful. One more foul, they're in the penalty. 8-point lead here for Gilas Pilipinas, 84-76. If you're just tuning in, you're tuning in at the right time. Under 2 minutes left. Head coach Pat Aquino barking out instructions to the team. Sideline inbound for Gilas Pilipinas. Luna Azar brings out your do-it-yourself kit, kicks it out. Bobadilla for three, overshoots it. Here comes Kabinbin. This is where she's so good. Kabinbin showing the handles. Beautiful defense there from Berberabe. She's been doing that all game. Here comes Luna Azar. Attacks. Floater. No good. Vanji Soriano to Kabinbin. Kabinbin to Vanji. 1 minute and 10 seconds left here. Vanji Soriano for three. No good. Sambile with a rebound. Bodies on the floor. Santo Domingo gets it. A little under a minute left here. Santo Domingo gets it to fall. 78-84. It's a 6-point game. Anything can happen. Here comes Kate Bobadilla. Drives in and draws the foul. That's gonna be 2 shots for Kate Bobadilla. Every time that the Army ALTAMA gets on a run here, Kate Bobadilla has been the answer. It's gonna be 2 shots for the sharpshooter of the Gilas Pilipinas women's basketball team, Kate Bobadilla. Siguro kung nandito ngayon yung partner ko, si Nico Arsiaga, may nickname na tong si Kate Bobadilla. Ano ba tatawagan natin dito, Nix? So first free throw here for Kate Bobadilla. Knocks in the first. Again, if you're just tuning in, you are watching an intense matchup between the Army ALTAMA and the Gilas Pilipinas women's basketball team. The first ever Pinoyliga Women's Cup Championship game, as Army ALTAMA calls the timeout 78-86 in favor of Gilas Pilipinas with 42 seconds left in the clock. After a few words from our sponsors, we will be right back. back to the ball game here. Just 42 seconds left. Army ALTAMA putting such a good fight up. Just an 8-point lead, 78-86. We've seen crazier things happen, folks. Let's see if Army ALTAMA can pull out a miracle here. Here comes Franz Kabinbin. Let's see what head coach Jerry Gatong draws up. Borja to Kabinbin. Kabinbin loses the ball a little bit. To Sambile. Floater. No good. It's gonna stay Army ALTAMA ball with 27 seconds left. They need a quick bucket here. Now Borja calling out the play. Lobs it up to Prado. Prado goes in. Loses it, gets it back. Prado. No good, again, gets it back. And draws the foul. Natalie Prado, relentless on the boards. So Luna Azar fouling out of the ball game. Gonna be 2 shots here for Natalie Prado. Prado sinks in the second. 7-point lead. Might be a little too late here as Army ALTAMA decides to take a foul there. It's gonna send Kate Bobadilla to the line. First shot here for Kate Bobadilla. Knocks it in. Knocks in both free throws. 9-point lead now. Here comes Army ALTAMA. Santo Domingo crossing the timeline in a hurry. Hands it off to Franz Kabinbin for 3. No good. And I think that's gonna be it, folks. Your first ever Pinoyliga Women's Cup champions. Congratulations to our national team, the Gilas Pilipinas women's basketball team. They are your first ever Pinoyliga Women's Cup champions. As we see both teams showing great signs of sportsmanship and shaking hands. Great effort here by Army ALTAMA. Final score is 88-79. What a performance here for Gilas Pilipinas, showing why they are the representation of the best players in women's basketball here in our country. A valiant effort here shown by Army ALTAMA. Natalie Prado, pinakita niya talaga yung puso niya. But those efforts, just not quite enough. As you see Sambile, who also had such an amazing game. As the Gilas Pilipinas national team are now in the history books of the Pinoyliga Women's Cup. Your first official Pinoyliga Women's Cup champions. A big shout out, of course, to all our sponsors: Eastern Communications, Amelie Hotel Manila, LGR, Eurotex Foam, Kickstart Coffee, and Smart Sports. Big shout out to Pinoyliga Cup for organizing such an amazing platform for women's sports and basketball to showcase their talents. Again, we want to thank everyone who tuned in to this amazing championship game. And my name is Martin Diaz. I am the anchor for today's game, accompanied by announcer Ryan Pangaro, courtside reporter Daphne Lozano, and the amazing Pinoyliga Cup team. Thank you to everyone who watched with us live, who streamed live on the Pinoyliga Cup Facebook and YouTube page. And now I'm going to hand it over to announcer Ryan Pangaro for the awarding. Big dance.
And now that wraps up our first ever championship match of the first season of the Pinoyliga Women's Cup. And beside me is the best player of the game from the Gilas women's basketball team, Jack Animam, with 6 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block, and 3 steals. An all-around performance delivered by her. So congratulations, Jack, on remaining undefeated sa 5-day tournament natin and also being hailed as the first season champions of our league. So, napansin namin kanina na, of course, during the fourth quarter ay syempre dumikit ang laban. Pero, while during your huddle, ano yung binibili ni coach sa girls to stay composed and focused?
I think, like I said, we joined this league in preparation for our tournament in Rwanda, and these are younger players. They need this experience going that they need to build this confidence going to World Cup qualifiers. And Coach Pat is just reminding us, to be disciplined, run our system, and just play our game.
And now I'm giving you the opportunity to greet and thank anyone that you like.
First of all, thank you for all the people who came to support us here, and thank you for all the people who's watching at home, and thank you to our supporter. And I hope you continue to support us as we go for the World Cup qualifiers tournament in Rwanda.
Thank you so much, Jack. Once again, that is our best player of the game. Back to you, Martin. Ay,
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now. Go beyond with Smart, the country's fastest and best mobile network. With unlimited 5G data for 12 months. Unlimited text and calls for both mobile and landline. And unlimited Netflix mobile on us. All with Smart Postpaid's powerful SIM-only plan starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, anytime, anywhere. Switch now and keep your number. Get the power to go beyond, only with Smart Postpaid.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, before we continue on to other games here at the Edward College Gymnasium, we will have the Pinoyliga Cup, Women's Cup, Season 1 awarding ceremonies. We will award the best of the best for this short season. And to give you the rundown for all the awardees of the Pinoyliga Cup, Season 1 Women's Cup, let's welcome our host, Martin Paez.
All right, thank you to everyone in attendance for the first ever Pinoyliga Women's Cup. Of course, we want to give a big shout out, first of all, to the sponsors that made this league possible: Smart, Kickstart Coffee, Amelie Hotel, Eastern Communication, Eurotex, LGR, SBP, and last but not the least, Enderun Colleges. Of course, we also want to acknowledge all the participating teams in the first ever Pinoyliga Women's Cup, starting off with the champions, of course, the Gilas Pilipinas women's basketball team. We also have Army ALTAMA, the Enderun College Lady Titans, and the FEU Lady Tamaraws. And now I do want to call on Boss Benny and Commissioner Sam to center court as we commence the awarding. So, Boss Benny, Commissioner Sam, saan po kayo? Ayun. So, welcome to the court, Boss Benny and Commissioner Sam Casal. So, now that Boss Benny and Commissioner Sam are on the court, grabe din yung laban kanina no? So, now we're actually gonna start the announcement of the first ever Pinoyliga Women's Cup Mythical 5. All right, so starting off the Mythical 5, all the way from France, the Gilas Pilipinas women's basketball team, Luna Ozar. No, tinanggal na yung sapatos. Sorry Luna. So congratulations to Luna Ozar as she puts on her shoes. Congratulations. Sorry, I have no hands. Congratulations to Luna Ozar. Now, for the second member of the Mythical 5 for the Pinoyliga Women's Cup Season 1 is none other than Private Natalie Prado. Grabe din tong si Natalie Prado Puso talaga yung binibigay niya. So congratulations, Natalie. Of course, Natalie Prado, a part of the first runner-up, the Army ALTAMA. Now, for the third member of our Mythical 5 selection is none other than household name, April Bernardino. Now, for the fourth member of the Mythical 5, also from Gilas Pilipinas women's basketball team, Stephanie Berbarabe. And now, the last, but definitely not the least, the final member of the Pinoyliga Women's Cup Season 1 Mythical 5 is none other than the women's goat herself, Jack Aninam! Congrats, Jack. And to everyone in the attendance today, I present to you the first ever Mythical 5 of the Pinoyliga Women's Cup. So congratulations again to all the Mythical 5 awardees. Again, playing their hearts out and showcasing their talents here in Pinoyliga Women's Cup. All right, so congratulations again to all the Mythical 5 awardees. And now, moving on to the season MVP. So the season MVP goes to the player with the most statistical points. And the first ever Pinoyliga Women's Cup MVP goes to Afril Bernardino! So congratulations, Afril, well-deserved. The first official MVP of the Pinoyliga Women's Cup. Can I get a round of applause for Afril Bernardino? So congratulations to all those who won the personal awards. I'm gonna ask you again to take a seat as we call out the team awards. Congratulations again to all the players. Congrats. Now, moving on to the team awards. We're gonna be calling out the second runner-up of the Pinoyliga Women's Cup Season 1. Calling on the FEU Lady Tamarahouse, led by head coach Riza. So congratulations to second runner-up, FEU Lady Tamarahouse, and head coach Riza Palmera D. So congratulations again to the FEU Lady Tamarahouse and head coach Riza Palmera D. Now, for the first runner-up, calling the center court is the Philippine Army ALTAMA, led by head coach Sergeant Jerry Gadon. So congratulations. Obviously the Army ALTAMA in a battle against the Gilas Pilipinas women's basketball team. A valiant effort being shown here. Again, a big congratulations to the first runner-up, the Army ALTAMA. All right, now for the moment that we've all been waiting for, calling on the center court, the first ever Pinoyliga Women's Cup champions, the Gilas Pilipinas Women's Basketball Team, featuring Jack Aninam, Afril Bernardino, Kate Castillo, Luna Ozar, Stephanie Berberabe, Janine Pontejos, Camille Nolasco, Kristan Yumul, Naomi Panganiban, Andrea Tonko, Margaret Duenag, Tiffany Reyes, Cello Pagdulagan, Venice Quinte, Gabby Ramos, Kate Bobadilla, and Ella Fajardo. Of course, led by head coach Pat Aquino and assistant coach Paulo Gorospe. Again, a big congratulations. History in the making, the first ever champions of the Pinoyliga Women's Cup. Of course, the national team preparing for the pre-qualifying tournament, so let's make sure to support them as they represent the flag. Again, your champions of the Pinoyliga Women's Cup Season 1, the Gilas Pilipinas Women's Basketball Team. Compress daw, compress. The Gilas Pilipinas Women's Basketball Team, congratulations on winning the first ever Pinoyliga Women's Cup. Congratulations again to the coaching staff and the rest of the team.
Oh yeah, you get Do I pretend to VIPs or kahit? No more. There isn't any.
All right, so thank you to everyone for joining us in the first Pinoyliga Women's Cup. Of course, we're looking forward to see you all once again in the next Pinoyliga Women's Cup. Of course, big shout out to Boss Benny and Boss Ruby for setting up such an amazing platform for women's sports. And up next, stay tuned, is the Pinoyliga Cup, the big dance, featuring their favorite college teams. So stay tuned. Again, my name is Martin. I'm your host for today, and have a wonderful day. Thank you.
We got the Filipino mixtape! Come on! Come on! This is bounce! Let's go! Oh, baby! Around the world. Next up, Mr. 1B1 himself. This is the Reaper. Let's go. And next, we got him. We got Mr. Mythical. Let's go. Oh. Hey. mainit! Let's go! Let's go! Put some fire on this! Hey! Next up, Master Technician, Pilipinas Gilas Finals. This is Amaze Basketball! Oh! Oh, man! Hey! Oh, baby! We got bounce, Amaze Basketball, the Reaper, Mr. Mainit, and this is now about, and we are the Filipino Mixtape!
Into the Pinoyliga Cup. Up next, we have the Pinoyliga Cup, the big dance, featuring your favorite college team. So welcome everyone officially to the first day of the Pinoyliga Cup, the big dance. I also want to call to the stage, and of course, thank you to the Filipino Mixtape featuring the Reaper, Kalia Irving, Bounce, and Mr. Mainit together with Loudmouth. We want to call to the stage Big Boss Benny and Big Dance Commissioner Russell Raipon.
Thank you, Martin. Magandang hapon, mga kaliga. Magandang hapon. To everyone who's here, and first and foremost, unang-una, maraming salamat to our friends from the women's side. We just had ourselves the first champion of the Pinoyliga Women's Cup, but immediately after, guys, we have the big dance. Our version of the NCAA March Madness. Simulan natin lahat. We got a very good game coming up. We have the Mapua Cardinals and the MLQU Stallions battling it out in the first game. At sa susunod, yung Ames Blue Shark at saka ang ating EAC Generals coming up. Guys, maraming salamat. And watch out for all of the games.
Thank you for that, Boss Benny. So, as you heard, the big dance is somewhat of your take on March Madness, consisting of teams, your favorite college teams across the board. And so, I did want to ask Boss Benny, so why should the participating teams be so excited about this trophy in particular? Because I know you have something special in store for us.
Yeah, Martin, thank you for that. The trophy, it's a piece of art created by great artist Cameron Castrillo. It's worth 200,000. It's a perpetual trophy na papaikot natin sa kung sino mananalo, and to whoever it is that will win the big dance for 3 straight years, they get to keep the trophy. So mga kaibigan, this is like having a piece of art go around all of the schools that will be participating in the big dance. It's something that we have to look forward to. It's something new, something fresh, something exciting for Philippine college basketball.
Amazing, Boss Benny. So, you heard it here first, 200,000 yung value ng artwork. And of course, that will go to the champion of the first ever Pinoyliga Cup, the Big Dance. So, next up, of course, we wanted to give a big shout out to the sponsors. Boss Benny, would you want to?
Of course, I want to give a big shout out, of course, to Pinoyliga, Eastern Communication, Amelie Hotel, LGR, Uratex, Kickstart Coffee, Smart, and of course, our hosts, our gracious hosts, Enderan Colleges. A big shout out to, of course, Sir Jack Tuason for allowing us to be here. Of course, ang Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas, to Executive Director Erica D. Maraming salamat for giving your support sa lahat ng endeavors ng Pinoyliga Cup.
So again, big shout out to all the sponsors for making this possible. And of course, I wanted to pass the mic over to our commissioner, Russell Raipon, just for a couple of words to the audience and the participating teams.
Thank you, my man. If you're a basketball fan like me, this is an opportunity to see unique matchups. I think what the biggest thing Pinoyliga has been able to do is provide a forum, right? Provide a medium for some great matchups to take place. Teams that have never played each other before, teams from different regions, teams from different leagues, in a one-shot, winner take all. There's urgency, right? There's stakes at hand, and I think that's when the best basketball is played, when something is on the line. So, a lot of kudos to Boss Benny and the Pinoyliga committee and the group for really taking into account the Filipino basketball fan. And I think, if anything, the intention for the big dance is to really push Filipino basketball forward at the college level. So I'm excited for the games. I hope you guys are too, and I'm ready to get this going.
All right, thank you for those words, Commissioner. And so that's it. This is the big dance, the official start. And of course, we want to ask Mapua, are you ready? Hindi pa ata ready. But we're gonna have an intense battle. MLQU, are you ready? Let's make some noise. This is the Pinoyliga Cup, the big dance.